everyone to tonight's event. Today is the preview for our skin experience, which is our online beauty sessions. And in today's event, we're going to share with you some myth, okay, some myth and some facts about skincare, about the beauty industry, and we're going to show you the preview of what's going to happen in the next 8 weeks, okay, for this program. Okay, so without further ado, let me share with you my slides as we get started with the program. Okay. All right. So the skin workshops is going to be an online workshop for the next 8 weeks. And by skin, it doesn't just mean our skin. It means as for skincare, okay, you're going to learn so much about skin and about how to take care of our skin. It's not just about skincare. To us, I think it's also about self-care as well. Because, you know, if we're able to care for ourselves, then we have the ability to care for the people around us. And K is knowledge. There'll be a lot of knowledge sharing in this session. Okay, we'll be sharing that. And of course, I will be image. How do you, what kind of image do you want to project in front of others? Okay, what an image they are comfortable with. And N is nurture. We want to nurture our skin, we want to nurture our knowledge as well. We want to grow together under LiCo Beauty. Okay, so let's move on. Of course, all rights reserved for all the content. So if you like the content for tonight's event, you can take a screenshot, you can keep it for your own use, but please don't share it outside of this. Please don't share in any other presentation or online. Okay, so the panelists, okay, these are the trainers that's going to be with us today and for the next 8 weeks. Let me share with you their beauty philosophy. Okay, Eileen believes that if you focus on good skincare, you really won't need a lot of makeup. Okay, in the next few weeks, each of us will take turns to share with you not just our beauty philosophy, our experience, and also knowledge in different areas of beauty. Okay, like sorry for the wrong spelling. Okay, look good on the outside, feel good on the inside. And Stella believes that beautiful skin requires commitment. There's no miracle, right? As we all know that. Okay, Liz, invest in your skin. It's going to represent you for a very long time. Yes, can change our clothes anytime, but our skin is probably what we need to wear for a long, long time, right? For myself, I'm Jeannie. Beauty is being comfortable and confident in your own skin. I think it's important to feel confident about ourselves whenever we meet others, whenever we present ourselves as well. And for Melina, okay, glowing skin brings a woman's beauty, not just that, sorry, I can't see, okay, elegance and confidence. Okay, so what the beauticians don't tell you. Okay, this is the first part that I'm going to share with you. For this, I speak with my friends who are beautician. I also talk to especially a close friend. Actually, it's a business friend whom I know her for many years, and she distributes skincare products from Italy. Okay, skincare products from Italy, and she sells B2B. She's actually distribute to the beauty salons. And her value proposition is really to help the beauty salon to retain their customer. Yes, that's the most important thing. And secondly, is to help the beauty salon make money, of course. So if you look at the products from the beauty salon, right, I'm sure at certain point, like you've been to a beauty salon before, you would see that the products that they use are not quite the same as what you can find in the market. Okay, and to a beauty salon, what do you think is the most important thing for them to run the business? Is it the effectiveness of the products? Is it the safety of the products? Is it whether the products are not all natural? What this friend of mine shared with me is just very simple. It's just about dollar and cents. Okay, the most important thing for the beauty salon to push a certain products or to use a certain products is a good margin. Okay, if this product can give them more margin, more money, okay, that is the products that they're going to sell, they're going to carry. And of course, many of the beauty salons, they also buy in bulk, okay, like in a big tub, and repackage and resell to the clients. That is also a very big margin involved in this. I mean, it's not right or wrong, I think. It's just the way the business is, because we know that for beauty salon, overhead is very, very high. Okay, any of us who have rented a shop before, like us, okay, we know that shop rental can really be very, very high, and will be working day and night for the landlord most of the time. So that's why for the beauty products, for the different packages, the most important thing is still the margin. Might not be the best thing for the consumer, but this is what the industry is about. Okay, the next thing that we can look at is extraction or not. It is an interesting concept. Um, Sorry, can you mute some of the, yeah, did anyone accidentally unmute yourself? Okay, extract or not. For those of you who have been to beauty salon to do facial treatment before, okay, how many of you actually went through extraction before? Do you usually do extraction? Yes, okay, I see some hands. Okay, yes, Lynn as well. So is this a must? What do you think? Okay, when we talk to a beautician, our beautician friends, usually the answer that I get is that yes, it's a must. Because no matter how good the products are, you still need the skill, the extraction to get rid of the blackhead and the whitehead. It's not easy to get that out without extraction or without all the squeezing, right? But however, extraction really, really depends whether it's good or not, really depends on the experience of the beautician. Right? We know that the beauticians are usually trained by their sifu, right? They will shadow the sifu to learn about extraction, and good or not, the person's skill actually make a lot of difference in terms of extraction. I've got experience many, many years ago when I still went to beautician, right? Came back, the whole face really a lot of, red and even bleeding, because extract would means that it's really making a and getting out the impurities, so the hygiene become very, very important, especially during this period of time. We all know that hygiene is such an important thing, to make sure that if you need to do extraction, make sure that you go to a good salon with good hygienic, good hygiene standard. And not just that, because of the open pores, because of the holes that we have on our skin, after we go back home, the aftercare is even more important. Because the next time you're going to see your beautician probably is like a month later or 3 weeks later. But when you go back home the next day, the next few days, how are you going to take care of your skin? That's also very important to prevent any more, inflammations, or even get into bigger issues. Okay, so these are important. So to extract or not to extract is always the question. Okay, the third thing is instant result. How many of you have been to one trial facial and you see the result immediately? Like your skin suddenly becomes so fair, shiny, very bright, and feels so good when you walk out of it. Of course, when you walk out of it, you would have signed the package already, but you still feel so good because you look so good, right? So how do they get this kind of instant result? Okay, the ingredients are important. So for most of this facial, basically, they only have one chance to convince you to sign that package, right? So the ingredients used are generally stronger ingredients that can really see the result. And of course, some equipments are used as well. So you can see certain beauty salon, they have different kinds of equipments, cold one, hot one, and all kinds. But of course, equipment, we also know that there are different grades, different types as well, and it needs to be used properly. Most of the time for the instant result, right, you will see it's really about cleansing. Not sure if you could still recall when you did that facial, which makes you feel so, bright, and suddenly you see the result. A lot of time will spend on cleansing your face. Cleanser, cleanse again, scrub, Even after mask, you might have another cleanse. So the deep cleansing is really important to see that instant result. That's what we're going to cover as well. Okay, in the next sessions, we're going to talk about cleansing as well, because without cleansing, whichever product that we apply on is not going to penetrate in, is not going to be useful. So, but how sustainable is that instant result? Probably it will last you 1, 2 or 3 days, right? Later you will see that it start building back. If you don't have a good home care regime, meaning if you don't have a good skincare regime at home, right? No matter, we can't go to the beautician every day, right? So maybe every month or even every 3 weeks, we still need to know the skill, and we still need to have the good products to be able to sustain our good skin, okay, going forward. So these are some of the myths, some of the tricks, in the beauty industry that we can also discuss more along the way, okay, as we move on. So next, I'm going to share with you some of the key beauty trends, okay. Beauty, we know that it's a big industry, but what are the things that people are looking for? What are the things that customers are looking for? Okay, so the skincare industry in Singapore represent about 267 million dollar, US dollar. Okay, so it's approximately about 300 odd million Sing dollar. And we are looking at, for the next 3 years, the growth is going to be over 10%. Okay, so over 10% in the next 3 years, still very healthy growth that is projected by the industry for the next 3 years. Although this year we see a dip in terms of the skincare industry, but it's projected to go up. That will mean that in this industry, there's a lot of opportunity. Okay, there's also a lot of growth, a lot of demand. Okay, what are kind of some of the trends? For example, number one, okay, skincare surge in online sales as more of us stay at home. Okay, so you can see from here, the Straits Times report actually say that most people, because we are working from home and we usually use Zoom, or online meetings and all that, more and more people are focusing on appearing very fresh, alert, and awake. I'm not sure how often we don't appear awake when we are in a meeting, okay? But that's important apparently, and started to invest more in skincare. While some research shows that, certain cosmetic sales actually has dropped, but sales for skincare has already come up, because we all want to have that fresh, alert, nice skin, so that we can wear the minimal makeup and still look very good, especially online. So what does Artistry have to offer? Artistry is a top 10 premium brand. Okay, it's a brand whom we work with, and it's a brand that I've been using for the last 30 years. Okay, so started from my teenage times. I've been using this brand, and of course through the years, because I've been using this brand for so long, I understand the skincare industry and the
Lost you again, Jenny.
changed so much over the years. Okay, a lot of advancement in technology, and now the products are really, really very advanced. Okay, other beauty trends that we see lately would be number one, anti-aging demand. I think anti-aging demand is going to be here for a long, long time, because of the aging society, because of the higher income, and of course because we want to look good, right? Okay, my friend was just telling me that 50 is the new 30. So if 50 is the new 30, from 30 to 60, I think everybody will need good skincare, and anti-aging demand is here to stay. Okay, many of us are also looking for pure and natural ingredients. Okay, so we need to understand
Jenny, we lost you.
how to understand whether these are natural ingredients or not. Okay, so these are important. And of course, personalization. Today, I don't think all of us want to use the same skincare, the same cleanser, the same mask as the person next to you, because we all have our unique needs. Okay, our skin are of course different from the rest, right? It's the most precious one, and we know our needs. We want to have personalized skincare that works specifically for us and works. Okay, and transformative results, of course. Okay, the products has to be clinically tested, well researched, make sure that the ingredients that they put in, the efficacy is all well tested, and we could see result. That of course is important. Anti-pollution demand is starting to see that as well, so that the products got to be environmental friendly, number one. Okay, and number two, of course, it has to be very gentle to our skin as well. And number three, and the last one, of course, shareable experience, right? Our products needs to look good, needs to be pretty as well. So the demand for the packaging, for the presentation has changed a lot from 20 or 30 years ago when I started to apply skincare. Whatever that be on my table, okay, on the no, on the vanity table has to be pretty, has to be installable. Okay, we should be able to, it should be good enough to fit my news feed or to fit my story. That's important. Okay, so shareable experience. These are the key beauty trends, and we believe that artistry, okay, has planned it out, and in the next few years, this brand that we work with will be able to cater and to meet all this demand of the beauty trends. Of course, there are more trends. Stay home, okay, like what we said just now, the Straits Times article, stay home, we want to look clean, we want to be minimalist, but still look very awake. And we have to wear masks. So when people wear masks over long hours, actually, we hear a lot of complaints. People start to have clogged pores, pimples start to come out, okay? And also the makeup doesn't last. Okay, the makeup will stick on the mask a lot of time. So how do we learn the good makeup technique that we can still look good after we take off the mask, even after a few hours? We'll be sharing that as well in the later sessions. Okay, and of course, hygiene concerns as well. We're not supposed to, I think in the outside, keep applying makeup or keep 补妆, that kind of thing. So the makeup needs to last, needs to be pretty, okay, over a longer period as well. Okay, so how to go about doing all that? I'm going to introduce to you our next speaker. Liz is going to share with you on our skin type. Okay, of course,
Lose you again,
clear
Jenny.
some of your doubts. All right, and we'll be able to move on from here. So without further ado, let's welcome Liz.
Hi. Let me just quickly share my screen. Okay. So good evening, everyone. My name is Liz. Okay, as you can see from the picture, I'm no natural beauty, definitely. I think many of us, some of us are born natural beauty, but I am definitely not the born natural beauty. But I think many of us, what we want is actually look natural, look beautiful, natural. I think it seems easy to achieve, but actually it requires a lot of work. Especially you need a very good canvas and colors, right? So for me, I started using cosmetics. I think when I only started to use cosmetics seriously when I started to work. After university, I started to work. So I did not know how to use any cleanser or moisturizer. I don't know what is that. During my schooling time until my university, I think we were never taught, and also I don't have money to buy cosmetic for myself also. So, but when I stopped working and go into becoming a stay-at-home mom again, I don't need any more cosmetic again, and I didn't go for any skincare, much skincare as well, because no time to take care of my skin. So I basically started using eye cream when I was like 35 years old. Yeah, so it doesn't matter at what age you start your skincare journey. The key word is to start. Okay, the minute you start your skincare journey, that's when your your age freeze at that age, at that day, right? Yeah. Let me show you what I mean. Okay. Many, many years ago, me and Jeannie, we actually attended this Cosmoprof professional makeup course. I make her up, she make me up, and then yeah, we are certified professional makeup. Although our passion is in wellness, is in nutrition, but our interest is in looking beautiful. So it's our interest to, and also passion to make people look beautiful, right? We all know that nutrition sometimes take long time to see any results or visible result, but makeup, it is like within 30 minutes, you can see drastic result and it immediately improves someone's confidence. I think that's the power of makeup that we can see. And of course, why I say the minute you start to use skincare, your age froze. Yeah, on the right is my daughter when she was 4 months old. That's me on my every day. I look like this. Okay, and on the left is just the photo taken this year, 2020, and she is 19 already. I think I still look okay after 19 years, and yeah, that's why skincare is so important, and learning skincare is every woman's job. It should not be a luxury. It should be something, a basic skill that we all need, basic knowledge that we all need, right? Yeah. So one of the opportunity I was given as a MA leader is becoming a artistry new product panelist, and because the result was so good, the Ideal Radiance Brightening series, my result was so good, so I was picked as a speaker in the launch event, yeah, in front of thousands of people. So that was like a real highlight of my life. You know, it's like, wow, you are a spokesperson for a skincare brand, a global skincare brand. You know, it's like glory for that 5-minute sharing. But you know, without this platform, it wouldn't be possible. Yeah. So that was one of my experience on that. So tonight, because it's just a preview, but I want to talk about skin. Okay, skin. Let's try to understand what our skin is. Okay, and what should you and what should you do with it? Of course. All right. So our skin is divided into different layers: the epidermis, the dermis, and the hypodermis. So at this stage, we don't need to, because there's no exam, right? So and there's no quiz and no prize for the right answer as well. But we need to know why. I mean, we need to know how our skin is structured. Okay. So epidermis is the top one, the top layer, which is the outside layer. Okay, this outside layer, when you are young, it takes 28 days for a renewal. Okay, 28 days. As you can see, sometimes if you scratch yourself or what, your skin will actually, if you have a wound, it should recover pretty fast, right? But as we get older, these 28 days become longer and longer. That's why you see more dead skin, you see more dull skin, because there are more accumulations of older or more damaged skins on the layer. And this epidermis actually help us to ward off germs. The pH or the acidity level, pH level on the skin surface is actually 5.5, naturally 5.5, to kill germs, because it's slightly acidic. So if you use the wrong product, or when you, after you wash your face, our skin tends to be more alkaline. And if you don't use a toning lotion or toning, what do you call it, the toner, to bring the pH down to 5.5, you'll find that your skin becomes very dry, and it may not work very well if you apply any serum or moisturizer afterwards. Okay, so this is the epidermis. Okay, and the dermis is the second layer where there is a fibrous network. Okay, there's a fibrous network. So this is the place where all the collagen and elastin is, right? So as we grow older, this layer becomes less and less tight. It becomes loose. That's why you see more wrinkle as well. Okay, so the dermis is form the structures and the resilience of the skin. Okay, it's about 2 mm thickness only. Okay, and the last one, the bottom one, is what we call hypodermis. Hypodermis is the deepest layer, and it is formed by fat tissues. Okay, the functions of the hypodermis is actually to insulate. It's like insulation so that you don't lose your body temperature, and it is also a shock absorbent. Yeah, shock absorbent. So normally these fat tissues is like your butt, you know, the thick area, the thick skin on your body. You know, people slap you, you don't feel so much pain because it's very thick. Okay, so why do we need to understand all of this? Because when you apply skincare, good skincare or serum actually can penetrate deeper. Okay, yeah, so later on I will share with you why we need to know all of this. Okay, right, so there are 5 basic skincare types, basically normal, dry, oily, combination, and sensitive. Can I request you all to just put in the chat, you know, what type of skin is yours? You diagnose yourself, and then you just write, and let me see majority what type of skin. Can you do that in the chat? Yeah, just type whether you're normal, dry, oily, combination, or sensitive. Okay. Okay, I see many people put either oily or combination. I'm pretty surprised that there are so many oily and combination. Okay, nobody put dry. Okay. All right. Okay. So mostly for Asian skins, right? We are mostly combination skin, meaning that your T zone is oily, whereas your U zone is dry. But as we age, we will find that you may be oily when you were young. I think most of us were oily when we were young. As we, you know, age, many of our skin become drier and drier. Okay, and if you have a normal skin, congratulations. Yeah, very seldom we can find a normal skin. Yeah, and dry skin, and sensitive skin. Many people also say they have sensitive skin, but I think most of them are not clinically sensitive, but their heart is sensitive. Okay, yeah, when they use certain products, if there is a little bit of redness, then they say, oh, I'm sensitive. Yeah, but they are not clinically sensitive. All right, so let's look at normal skin. Okay, what do you call that, yeah, for normal skin, you see a balance of moisture in the skin, right? And it is very what do you call that, in Chinese we say 保水. You see that the person's face is very hydrated, healthy complexion, and fine pores. The pores, especially the the T zones, are very fine. Okay, velvety, soft and smooth texture, a fresh, rosy transparency, and no blemishes. Can you look at my face? Does it look very bright and all that? Actually, I only put a little bit of foundation. There's no powder, but it is still very shiny because this morning I did 3 types of mask. Okay, to prepare for my presentation tonight, I did three types of masks. Yeah. So in normal time, my skin is actually a normal skin. I don't really have any issues on oiliness and all that. Yeah. So what I did this morning was scrub, and then I did a brightening mask. Then I did a moisture mask. That's all. Okay. And for my skin now, I didn't even apply skincare because I don't want to waste my skincare. I just put for 1 hour and then I wash off for to sleep already. So I didn't even put skincare. It was just our softening lotion, and that's it. Not even eye cream because I don't want to waste my ice cream. Yeah. So when you have good skin, you can actually apply very little makeup, but it still looks very good because you have a good canvas. Okay. Yeah. So for people with normal skin, what you need to do is continue to hydrate, yeah, and use sun protection. I think for all kinds of skin, these two are mandatory: hydrate and sun protection. Okay. Secondly is dry skin. How do you know if you have dry skin? Okay, and first thing is you will notice that your skin is sometimes uneven and rough, maybe flaky. Yeah, flaky. You can see on the surface like got powdery type. Okay, and very tight, especially after you wash your face, right? About 5 minutes to 10 minutes like that, you feel like it's very dry. Yeah, so that's dry skin. And fine pores, okay? I mean, the good thing about dry skin is you have fine pores. If you have oily skin, then the pores tends to be big because your pores needs to breathe. So it becomes bigger, okay? And for dry skin, sometimes your skin will look very dull because the dead skins are building up. So of course, for dry skin, you need to hydrate. You need to exfoliate. Some people think that if I have dry skin, I should not exfoliate, meaning scrub. If you scrub on your dry skin, you will even look, I mean, your skin will become even more drier. So that is wrong because for dry skin, you have a lot of dead skin. So you still need to scrub, you need to exfoliate, okay? And of course, you need treatment, okay? You need treatment. Anyone who is above 25 years old, you will need some skincare treatment, yeah, for specific skin issues, and of course sun protection. And oily skin, I see on the message box there's a lot of people with oily skin. Bear in mind that you can have oily skin at the same time dry, as in dehydrated skin as well. Okay, so all of these actually we have this skin analyzer, artificial skin analyzer. We can actually use the device to check for you. If you are interested, you can ask the person who bring you into this Zoom. Yeah, we have the analyzer that it can help you to identify what kind of skin you have. Okay, so for oily skin, it's overactive oil glands. Yeah, you tend to produce a lot of excess oil. Okay, and large pores. How do you know if your skin is oily? If after you wash your face, right, you haven't put on anything, and within 30 minutes, you find that your whole face is shining already, then you have oily skin. Okay, shining, then you have oily skin. All right, and because of the oily nature, a lot of dust and a lot of things tends to stick on the skin surface, and you will have more breakouts in that sense. Okay, and good thing is it's not prone to aging and wrinkling. So how to have the best of both worlds? Combination skin is not the best of both worlds. It's just that you suffer two issues at the same time. You can have at the same time have wrinkles, at the same time have large pores. So combination skin is even worse, right? Yeah. And what should you do? Hydrate, definitely. Exfoliate. You have to exfoliate even more frequent because of the oiliness. You need to make sure that pores are clean. If not, if it's clogged, then you have acne issues. Okay, and deep cleanse. Okay, deep cleansing is important. And treatment. Okay, there are some gentle skincare, artificial skincare that you can use to control the oil. Okay, to control the oil so that your skin balance your skin condition so that it's not so oily. But a lot of time, oily skin can be due to your health condition as well. Okay, right. Combination skin. Okay, so I think a lot of my friends were asked, or my customers was asking me what kind of skincare I should be using. Long time ago, we have this fixation or perception that I only need one kind of cleanser, one kind of toner, one kind of moisturizer, and I can use that like my whole lifetime. If I think it's good, I will use that for my whole lifetime, which is a wrong concept, because our skin changes, our condition changes, our health changes. So our skincare should change together as well. And you not even sometimes it's because of the or weather change, or sometimes if you are more stressed, it can actually create a lot of havoc on your skin as well. Or for some people, if you don't sleep for a few nights, you find that your skin becomes very oily. So I would suggest that we can have at least two sets of skincare at home. My cleanser, I have a brightening cleanser. I have a anti-aging cleanser. So I use brightening at night. I use anti-aging in the morning. Yeah, because I want to have the best of both worlds. Right? I'm very greedy. I want to have the best of both worlds. Just like my shampoo, I have 2 or 3 types of shampoo for different days, different conditions. Okay, that's how I take care of myself. Okay, so combination skin, you have large pores on the on and around the nose area, the chin, the forehead, okay, the T-zone, and your cheeks are very dry or just normal skin. Okay, so again, exfoliate, hydrate, deep cleanse, treatment, and sun protection. Okay, so for treatment, you probably need 2 types as well. One is for the U, one is for the T. Okay, all right, and then lastly, sensitive skin. Okay, so when you use a skin analyzer to check on many people's skin, we realize that the chances of a person having sensitive skin is actually quite it's not significant, but many people think that their skin is sensitive. Yeah, they want you to give their skin extra care and attention. Okay, I don't dare to use, I don't dare to change brand or whatever, because I'm afraid, after I apply, then I got pimple pop and all that, right? So sensitive skin is triggered by certain internal or external factors. It's skin's natural barrier function. When it's compromised, then you have a sensitive skin. And water loss, yeah, can because of water loss, it can actually allow the penetration of irritants. That's why causing the sensitivity. So hydration is very, very important. Okay, hydration is very important, and less is more. Using less of skincare is better than you use more. Okay, but you need to use the right one. I remember I have a friend, a good friend of mine. She had a lot of pimples on her face since young, and because of that, she constantly goes to her dermatologist, and they give her very strong skincare, and she also needs to take some medication. So her skin and her body become accustomed to all these very strong skincare and all that. When she started to use Artistry, she find that her acne break up. So she said it's due to my product no good, but actually it's not. So after a while, what we did is we just give her hydration. Just give hydration, and then don't use any other product or anything. When the skin has got enough hydration, it heals by itself, right? Then when it's totally cleared, then only we started using the other more richer skincare. So it can be done, okay, even for the most difficult acne phase, okay. Of course, we will teach you all of these in later classes. So let's go through the myths and the facts, okay. Okay, so these are some of the questions that we get from people, okay. Yeah, like I only believe in 100% natural skincare products, just like nutrition, as people say, just as long, better is natural, I only believe in 100% natural skincare products. And there are many brands outside who touted their skincare products is natural, even organic. So what do you mean by natural? Or is it if they put the label natural, then the product is natural? Or if you see there are certain ingredients that's, for example, fruits or vegetables or flowers inside, then it's natural. right? So what is it? Okay, so I also heard from my friends who rather use cucumbers and lemons on their face, right? Of course, you can use it, but bear in mind that this sometimes it can actually create chaos on your pH, on your skin pH, okay? And some of the so-called natural ingredients may have pesticides. A lot of time when you use together with the skin is pesticide. And the third issue is the ingredient, because it's natural, it isn't going to penetrate to the area, to the depth of the skin that you need. For example, collagen. Okay, we know it is at the epidermis, dermis. You need the collagen or the vitamin C to go down to the dermis level to improve the structure, the elastin, the collagen. But by using natural product, because the molecules are big, it cannot penetrate into the deeper area. So what you get is probably the surface only, the surface effect. So it may not give you the result that you want, okay? And of course, some people say use the oat lah, you know, a lot of things. Of course, you can try that, but just bear in mind that it may not be safe also, even if it's natural, because a lot of ingredients may be very acidic. Yeah, your skin may not be able to take it. Okay, yeah. So how about preservatives? Some people ask me, you know, I want to use, during my pregnancy, I want to use skincare, but I'm afraid of preservatives. So any kind of products for food or for skincare, if you create naturally using fruits or vegetables or flowers, and if you put on the shelf for 7 days, it will grow mold without preservation. Okay, so would you want to use a skincare product that has mold? I'm sure you don't want, right? So that's why it doesn't mean that if you look for 100% natural products, it is safer, it is better. What we want is, of course, safety first, always safety first, and must be effective at the same time. Okay, right? Yeah. So this is a moisturizing cream contaminated with mold. I remember in the university time, I joined this club that actually promotes natural, everything natural. So how they produce soap is they use the palm oil, the kelapa sawit, the palm oil, and then they add in some soda, and then they mix together, then become soap. And that soap can be used to wash your body, can be used to clean as a laundry detergent, and can be used on your skin. Yeah. And then I look at the creator of these natural products, right? Her skin is terrible. It's so dry and she is so wrinkled. You know, it's natural, but you know, they use a natural thing, all the palm oil, whatever, to produce, and then they even add in lemon drops and all that. But is it effective? Is it safe? We don't know. Okay, so yeah, a lot of cosmetic companies sell products with ingredients that aren't really natural or contain natural ingredients that are a problem for skin. Okay, and just because an ingredient is synthetic doesn't make it a problem for our skin. I think what we should look out for is whether they do animal testing or not. Do you know why skincare products or cosmetics they need to do animal testing? Do you know why? They need to find out whether will it cause any harm to the animal or not. If they cause harm to the animal, very likely if the human use it on the skin, it will cause irritation as well. Yeah, so I think that's more important. Yeah, whether they test on animal products, animal testing or not. Okay, if they test on animal, means that they have certain very strong ingredient or certain substance or chemicals that may harm our skin. Okay, right. Okay, myth number 2 is I have sensitive skin and I am worried to switch brands. right? Initially, when I was introduced to artistry, I was a bit scared also, you know, we don't want to have any breakout or anything like that. But sometimes the breakout is actually your skin trying to get rid of the chemicals that you have been accumulated using other products for a long time. All right. So yeah, sometimes it is because of that. Yeah. So the true sensitive skin is very rare, but more often it is more like a sensitized skin. Okay, especially for people who is dehydrated skin. Dehydrated skin is like a very dry, say floor. You know, after sun shining on it for a long time, and then you pour water on the floor, then you will see the sizzle. Yeah, so it's the same thing. Yeah, if you have sensitized skin, if your skin is very dry, and then suddenly you give your skin very rich product, it will react. Okay, it will react. That's why it's important that we pick up knowledge that is suitable for us, so that when we go out to even whatever brand that you are going to buy, right, at least you know what is suitable for you and what are the symptoms that you need to look out for, right? Rather than you go there and then the sales girl trying to ask you to buy this and buy that, you spend thousands of dollars, but you are not getting what you really need. Okay, right? And someone cannot return after you open, right? Yeah. So a lot of sensitive skin are actually genetic. Yeah, some people they have eczema and all that. These are genetic. Yeah, rather sensitized skin is due to environment. Okay. All right. The myth number 3 is eating chocolate or oily food causes oily skin and acne. Is it true? I think if you're younger with raging hormones, then normally we get oily skin. Okay. Let's look at the fact. Okay. Let's look at the fact. Chocolate or sugar. Okay. Why some people they eat chocolate then they get pimple? Actually, for me, if I eat fried food, sometimes I get pimple as well. Okay. So for those who take chocolate and then they get pimples and break out, it's normally due to the sugar. Okay, because the sugar increases your insulin levels, and when the insulin levels increase, actually it results in more sebum production. Sebum is a oil. Yeah, it actually can cause that. So one of the ways to have good skin is to reduce your sugar intake, because sugar is can cause aging, you know. Although when you take, you feel very happy, you feel very sweet, but it causes skin aging. Yeah, so it's not advised to. All right. So myth number 4 is I have to change my skincare brand every few months. Otherwise, my skin gets immune easily. Have you heard about that? Yeah, I think some people say after I use certain brand for some time, then, you know, like, how come it doesn't work on me anymore, right? Yeah, sometimes people forgot that, you know, at first you say your skin is dry, and then you use this hydrating product, and then your skin becomes okay already, balanced already. Then you've forgotten that, you know, it is because of this product that your skin becomes balanced. Now you want something else. You want, hey, how come I got wrinkle here? I want to solve this wrinkle thing. Of course, if you want to solve wrinkle, you need some other products that solve wrinkle and not hydrating anymore, right? Not hydrating only. Yeah. So yeah, so let's see. Yeah, our skin actually changes over time, changes over season as well, and changes according to your hormone. Your monthly menstrual cycles and all that actually changes. And as we go into menopause, our skin change as well, right? Like, for example, in Singapore, my skin is actually normal, but when I travel to overseas, right? Last time I didn't know, I just bring my current set to overseas, and I always get breakout when I was overseas. Why? Because overseas is very dry. Because maybe it's winter, it's very dry. So if I use my makeup in my skincare in Singapore, and apply it in, say, Japan winter, of course, it's not enough. So when I traveled overseas and I got to look at the season, if it's fall, if it's winter, I need to bring very rich product, like richer products that more moisturized products for my use in overseas. Yeah. So if you like spend a lot of time in aircon in your office, then you probably need something like that as well. So you have to see what's changing. Yeah, you have to see what's changing. If you go under the sun, if you go hiking a lot, then maybe you need to change also, or you need to add on. Okay, like me, I really have a few sets. You know, very kiasu. And because of what I know about my skin, I do have different sets for different things. Like morning, I will have anti-aging. At night, I will have brightening set. Do you know why at night I have brightening set? Because if you use brightening in the daytime, and if you go out and there's a lot of sun, right? Actually, it's not so good for your skin. Okay, so brightening is better if you use at night when there is no sun. Okay, yeah. So some tips that we can learn. All right. And myth number 5, is it the higher the SPF of your sunscreen, the better? Yeah, when I remember last time when we bring our kids to the beach, wow, I buy SPF 100. The higher, the better. But that one is for the body, for the skin. So I suppose you don't feel anything. But if you use on your face, I think after a few hours, you'll see that you pop pimples already. Okay, so what is SPF actually? Okay, SPF is actually sun protection factor. Okay, and the numbers, right, like 15, 20, 30, and 40 means that how many times, how long the sun's UV radiation would take to redden your skin. For example, some people, as long as it's hot, right, the skin becomes very red. Okay, some people can tahan longer. You know, some people they are more pinkish, very fair skin, they get redder faster. So maybe if you, let's say you take 10 minutes to become red, and if you are using SPF 30, so you use the 30 times 10, meaning that this SPF 30 after you apply can tahan for 300 minutes, that's 5 hours. But if my skin is very sensitive, 5 minutes under the sun, I got red already. Then if I use the SPF 30, it's going to be 30 times 550 minutes, which is about 2 hours only. Then it's not enough. Okay, so you will say then the higher the better, right? Yeah. So if you want to go for higher than SPF 50, right, the ingredient they put into the product will be even heavier because they need to make sure that the protection is very full coverage. And because it's very full coverage, you'll find that your pores cannot breathe. Your pores cannot breathe. Then you will have breakout issues. So having a balanced SPF is very, very important. The best right now is SPF 50. Okay, SPF 50, which is, I think, more than enough if you are outside. Okay, if you are outside, even indoor. Okay, beyond that, we also want to look at the SPF, and then nowadays you see the plus sign, right? Yeah, and UVA and UVB. What is that? So UVB is how fast the UV can cause your skin to burn. Okay, UVB. UVA is how fast the UV ray can cause aging on your skin, and the aging effect is permanent. Okay, that's why UVA is the one that causes skin cancer as well. Okay, skin cancer. Yeah. So when we look at the plus, right, it means that the more plus, the more protection for UVA, UVB, and the UV radiation. Okay, so if you want to protect your skin to the best, look for more plus. Okay, so nowadays we even have SPF products with protecting us from the blue light. Okay, we look at our screen a lot. You know, nowadays we work from home. So even at home, you need to apply your sunscreen. Okay. All right. Okay, so I think my session is up to here. Of course, we have more tips to share with you in our coming beauty workshops. So I pass the mic back to Jenny.
Yes, thanks Liz for the sharing. So I hope you learn a few things about our own skin, okay, which type of skin we are and how to treat them. Because really, for different skin type, we're going to do different things to treat our skin, okay, and some of the myths. So we know that if we use the products for 6 months, for 8 months, our skins don't suddenly react to the product, okay. Cannot be of using the skincare system for 6 months, then suddenly I get sensitive towards it. It's because our skin have changed. We have different needs and with different season as well. Okay, so like myself, like Liz, I also have a few different sets of skincare. I've got a set that's especially rich, which I can't use in Singapore actually, because my skin is oily and usually I will use lotion, but I do have the cream set, which I only use when I go overseas, especially during the cold season. So a bit sad lah, don't get to use them now. Okay, right? So we need to look at the season and treat our skin accordingly and not just that same products, you know, for the rest of our life. So to learn about personal skincare, this is a hands-on class that's happening in 2 weeks time. Yes, no, next week on Saturday, 3rd of October, 3 to 6. This is going to be a small class, just 4 of us. Okay, 4 students in a class, and learn how to pamper yourself, how to prepare your skin, be comfortable in your own skin using the products that are suitable for you, and you will see result in this one session. Okay, hands-on class, the class is free as long as you have all these products. You can sign up for the class and learn the techniques. Okay, so mark down the time, the date, and let the person who invited you know that you want to attend this class. What you need are just the basic skincare, then we are good to go. The next one on the 10th of October, Saturday, 3 to 6, same time, would be personal makeup class. We want to magnify your beauty, to look graceful in the day or in your Zoom meeting, and of course to look dramatic at night. Okay, in case there are still night events. Okay, now wedding open up already. Do you start to have wedding invitation, right? To can have like 10 tables nowadays, right? So we also want to look good for that. Again, what you need are just the basic cosmetics products that good enough to produce you that look, okay, to magnify the beauty. So with all these products, the class is free, and again, it's a small class. By having a small class, I think the best thing is that it's not just teaching you how to apply, teaching you the technique, but also to make sure that the technique suits you and you can really see the difference. You can really see the effect after after putting on the makeup. Then the next one will be our online skin experience. This is an 8-week program that's going to happen online. Okay, these are the 8 sessions that we're going to do. Okay, first thing, we're going to talk about cleansing. We say how important is cleansing, and every of this class there will be, okay, I promise you there will be knowledge that about skin that you don't know, about skincare, about how to care for ourselves that you don't know. Okay, it's a big promise, I know, but we know that we are able to deliver. Okay, we're learning, we are able to deliver as well. Class 2, we are talking about V-face massage. Who wants to have V-face? Yes, everybody, right? Simple massage steps that you can do in 10 to 15 minutes. And if you take the video, your before, your during, and after, the promise is you're going to see the difference. Okay, is that good? Then we'll be talking about hydrating. Just now, let's talk about hydrating. Regardless of your skin type, you still need hydration. Then we want to talk about how to treat your skin deeply. Above 25 years old, right? I think some of us are above 25 here. So we need treatment products. We want to know how to treat our skin, protect and shield, not just from the sun outside, from the screen that you are staring into now as well. And we want to learn about makeup as well. makeup that lasts even if we put on our mask and even after we take out our mask. Okay, you don't see patches and all that. It's not messy. It's still pretty. And the last 2 weeks, we will be inviting our expert speakers to share with us on how to master your newsfeed and how to create your personal branding. I think there's still a lot for us to learn in this area. Personal branding, okay, is the third sentence that describes you. Okay, in case you're wondering, what about personal branding? Personal branding is when you are with a friend, for example, and this friend introduces you to the third person, to a new person. Usually, how would you say? Okay, for example, I would say, this is Liz, she's my business partner. Okay, she's a beautician, she's a nutritionist, and she's got many years of experience. So, 2 sentences already. What's the third one? The third one would be your personal branding. What do you want the person to talk about you? Like you're always at the forefront of the trend, you're always very, very well groomed, or what? Okay, so that is about personal branding, and we learn about that as well. So this class is going to happen online every Monday starting from 5th of October for just 1 hour plus minus. Okay, max is going to be 1 hour and 15 minutes, totally on Zoom, and the fee is $100 for 8 sessions, not one, and fully redeemable for products. So as long as you like to try out artistry products for $100, talk to the person who invited you over, sign up for this class. I hope to see as many of you as possible, because we are not only learning from the expert speakers, we are able to learn from each other as well. And it's going to be on Zoom, so regardless of you're in the office, you're at home, you're out, you could still participate, you could still log in to listen. Or in case you really can't, we'll be sharing the video with you as well, so that you can still come back to revise and learn from the sessions. Okay, so this will be the 8 weeks. We're going to finish by end of November. So get ourselves ready for the Christmas. I think we are still planning for party, right? Christmas and New Year, of course. Okay, so join us. Okay, join us, transform, change to be a better version of ourselves. Okay, so that's all that I have to share with you today. If you have any questions, feel free to type at the chat, or you can unmute yourself and ask. Okay, this is a time that we can open the floor to all to discuss. Right? If Monday night you feel that it's not a very suitable time, please propose another sessions, another time, so that we can always rearrange and cater to the needs of most people. Okay, so I hope to build the beauty community with all of you, to learn and to at least freeze our age now, okay, as at tonight with all of us, okay, and of course learn new makeup techniques, okay, build our personal brand name as well, right? Any questions? Or the rest of our partners, do you have anything to share? Eileen, LiCo, Stella, any points to share with the rest?
Just hope to see every one of you joining us together to be more, to really learn the different skills and be a better us. Yeah, then we can have a lot of fun together. We can take pictures together. Yeah, look pretty together. I already have one registering for Monday. Penny will be joining us on Monday. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, for the 8 weeks. And then to me is, if you really cannot make it, you can still watch it after the Zoom. So it's really pretty flexible. So hope that you all can join us.
The more the merrier, right? Yes. LiCo, do you have anything to share?
Yeah，希望更多的人就是一起学习。其实我也是从不会化妆，到慢慢的现在学会一点化妆，所以是可以从这一方面学起。然后外表呢会给我们整个人看得更加有自信，我是这样觉得啦。所以是需要的我们的外表，对。
好的 ，OK。还有吗？ Anyone had any question? Or at least show your face. Because I can't see many of you. I didn't on your video as well. So if it's convenient, can also on your video, can take a group picture together. Then we can record, this is how we look today, right? And also, okay, the last thing that I'm going to share with you about this program, after 8 weeks, we're going to select we're going to do the MVP, right? Most valuable player. Do you know the concept of most valuable player? Meaning this season, this 8 weeks, the person who improved the most, who participate, you know, who actually has got the most transformation, okay? You're going to win yourself a makeup package plus a photo taking session. Okay, that you'll be able to use that for your personal branding. Okay, you can change your 大头照, you know, on your on your social media, on your WhatsApp, and take a nice picture together. Yeah, you know, and for your own personal profile as well.
That
That's
would
for
be
our
nice.
I also noticed many of you are actually in our fitness program as well. So your shape all getting better and better. So it's time to, you know, make our skin really glow, and then we take really nice portrait, nice photos. And you know, when you look at yourself transforming, especially during this hard time COVID period, but you are transforming to a better person. I mean, inside out, at least outside first, right? Yeah, so it actually can lift up our spirit, can make us happy, can make us more fulfilled. I feel that a lot of people say, you know, we cannot take you know, like outer look as a gauge or whatever. But for me, I think as long as it makes us more confident, happier, I think we don't need to go and please anyone. Okay, please ourselves first. Yeah.
Self-love, right? Self-love.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Love.
Okay. For those of you who are ready, I'll take a picture together. Smile, smile. Eileen, 出现了，来。Okay, nice. All right, thank you everyone. So that'll be all for our program tonight. Okay, I hope you enjoy the program and learn something useful. And I look forward to learning with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Have a good Sunday.
Same to you.